Hey, what's up guys, it's TechZoomer talking to you here, and in today's video I want to talk about the iPhone 15 leaks, more specifically the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, or what people are calling it right now, the iPhone Ultra. So yeah, the iPhone 15. Recently, renders has been shared by Apple Track on Twitter from the iPhone 15 newest design. I talked about on my latest video on the iPhone leaks about the new redesign that has been applied. According to Shrimp Apple Pro, Apple is going to make the back round and the front flat. So imagine the back edge of the phone will be round, so it's more comfortable, and the sides will be still flat, just like the Apple Watch Ultra is, or the MacBook Pro, the M1 Max MacBook Pros are. So I'm so excited. I want to talk about all of this design and more leaks, even suggesting that the iPhone 15 Ultra should be even more waterproof than it is right now, and what are the direction that Apple is taking with the iPhone 15 lineup. So if you are interested in that, do not forget to drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel. That will really help me out. I'm still growing, almost reaching 1,000 subscribers. Let's hit 1,000 subscribers until the end of the year. 1 month to go. Let's do it. As you know, the iPhone 15 will be redesigned. According to Shrimp Apple Pro, he decided to leak it on Twitter, and this is a very reliable leaker, don't get me wrong, like he was the first one to leak the iPhone 14 notch, so I think this one is really reliable. And yes, I agree what he says. According to Shrimp Apple Pro, we are expecting a new redesign for the iPhone. That makes a lot of sense, because if you think about it, the iPhone rolls in a 3-year cycle. The first year, Apple redesigns the iPhone. The second year, they introduce some big feature, promotion, or some new camera. And the third year, they really make it about the camera year. Think about this. The iPhone 12 was the redesign. This iPhone introduced the flat edge side. Then, the iPhone 13s was an S upgrade to the iPhone 12's design, improving in every single category, and the headline feature, the big feature, was promotion. Finally, the iPhone 14s, the big feature was the camera. Yeah, they changed the notch, maybe because they thought that the camera wasn't the biggest changes enough, and so they rushed the change that was supposed to come out on the iPhone 15, the dynamic island, for the iPhone 14 to make it more interesting. But still, it was a very big upgrade for the camera, and so now that leaves us back at the beginning of the cycle with the iPhone 15. Apple will redesign the iPhone 15, and that's for sure. And if Apple keeps up with their history, they will still redesign the normal iPhone 15 and 15 Plus, while also redesign the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max. I'm expecting Apple to release the iPhone 15 Ultra this year. Maybe they will release an iPhone 15 Pro, Pro Max, and introduce the new model, the 15 Ultra, or even they will remove the Pro Max completely and just say, we have the iPhone 15. For ones that want the bigger phone, they have the iPhone 15 Plus, and then for those that want the Pro phone but cheaper, we have the iPhone 15 Pro, and for those that want the best phone ever, we have the iPhone 15 Ultra. I don't know how Apple will do it. We still don't have concrete leaks on that, but still, I'm very confident that Apple will release a big Ultra redesign this year. And according to Apple Track, which released some amazing renders from the iPhone 15, this design will be insane. Like, take a look at these renders. These are beautiful. This iPhone is beautiful. I can't wait to hold this iPhone in my hand. Looks so comfy, so comfortable. Looks so smooth in the hand. Doesn't cut into your edges, but still has that flat edge design, which is a lot easier to grab on. I'm so excited. I love my M1 Max MacBook Pro, which has this design. And if Shrimp Apple Pro is true, and these renders from Apple Track are real, then this design will be insane. I will buy it 100% and keep it. Look at that camera, look at that body. Everything looks incredible, no text, smooth. I think they don't have glass back on those renders, but they really need to put glass back. And also, according to Shrimp Apple Pro, Apple is testing titanium. So that would be insane on top of this amazing redesign. Imagine titanium, an amazing design, and with huge cameras, bigger batteries. And this design has some benefits over the flat edge design. The iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max were thicker than the iPhone 12s, but the iPhone 12's flat edge design, like, trick people thinking that the iPhone 12s were thicker. So the rounder design makes you think that the iPhone is slimmer than it actually is. So that may be one of the reasons that Apple is switching to a more rounded off design, because they really need to put the iPhone thicker to accumulate bigger cameras and better batteries, and they want to simulate that the iPhone is actually slimmer than it is. So that may be one of the reasons. Other reasons may be that Apple just wants to switch up something on the iPhone for some people that want to upgrade, but they don't feel like right now. the iPhone 14 is enough. So yeah, I'm so excited for these leaks from Shrip Apple Pro. But other leakers are saying that the iPhone will change a lot also in other categories. This design might not also be just for sakes of changing. It might also be with the fact that the iPhone 15 Ultra or Pro will have amazing waterproof, just like the Apple Watch Ultra. According to MaxTech, Apple has been developing some modes for the camera underwater. So if Apple makes a 100-meter waterproof iPhone, just like the Apple Watch Ultra, maybe we are getting something this year. If Apple completely removes the port, doesn't put USB-C, which is actually rumored for the iPhone 15, but if they decide that they don't want USB-C on the iPhone, they really just want to go portless, then on the Ultra model, they will remove the port, they will remove the buttons, which is also a leak from Minchi Kuo, that Apple will remove the physical buttons and put haptic buttons instead, just like the iPhone 7 home button, to improve water resistance. If Apple does that, they can make their iPhone Ultra as resistant as the Apple Watch Ultra. And they have seen huge success with the Apple Watch Ultra. So if Apple does what they are planning and releasing a portless iPhone with the iPhone 15 Ultra with a huge camera, a huge battery, and say this is the iPhone for the most adventurous people, for people that want to go further than anyone else, they want to film in the most hazardous climates, and they just want to create. This is the iPhone for the best, for the most expensive. This is the real Pro iPhone. So yes, it's the Ultra iPhone. Maybe Apple will justify that on the fact that it doesn't have a port, so it's more water resistant, doesn't have any physical buttons, has haptic buttons, so it's even more water resistant. It's thicker, bigger, has an amazing display, and can take photos and videos underwater. That would be insane, and I will totally get that iPhone. But still, think with me. The iPhone 15 Ultra changes would be the new redesign, which is huge, the new physical button removal, turning into haptic buttons, which is huge, and finally, removing the port. This would be the iPhone 15 Ultra. So, what about the rest of the lineup? How Apple will change the iPhone 15 lineup is kind of interesting. Because if you follow up the Apple's history, you will understand that when Apple redesigns an iPhone, they totally change the whole lineup. So even the base model iPhone, the iPhone 14, 15, they get redesigns, not just the Pro models. You saw that on the iPhone 12s, and on the iPhone 10, we got the iPhone 10R. So think with me. This cycle this year should be huge. It's a redesign cycle. It's a cycle where Apple tries to sell you the most amount of iPhones. So think with me. If Apple releases a new design iPhone 15 with the A15 chip or the A16 from this year, and the iPhone Ultra will get the A17 with the 3nm architecture, then Apple can say this is the A15 iPhone with the iPhone 14, then we have the new redesigned iPhone 15 with the A16 chip, and then we have the iPhone 15 Pro and Ultra with the A17 chip. It's a pretty good lineup for me, and they can still keep the iPhone 13 mini on that lineup with the iPhone 13s. Yeah, that's a pretty good design. I don't see Apple selling that much of the iPhone 14 Plus. I don't know if Apple will make it further than the iPhone 15 Plus. There are rumors saying that Apple will still make the iPhone 15 Plus this year. That may be last year because it's not selling that great. So I'm excited. Let's see if Apple removes this iPhone Ultra. Let's see if Apple removes the iPhone Plus, the Mini. Remove them all. Just make the iPhone 15, 15 Pro, and 15 Ultra. That would be so mind-boggling. I'm so excited for this. These new leaks are insane. The renders are crazy. They are look so good. I love these vendors. I love this design. Please, Apple, make this iPhone. And yes, with this design, it's coming titanium. Titanium is so light, so heavily resistant. Please make a sapphire screen on this iPhone. That would be also incredible. Very scratch resistant. I know it breaks easier, but again, it's way more scratch resistant, which would be insane. Or try to make ceramic shield even better. I don't know. Try to make a breakless and scratchless screen so my iPhone Ultra would stay impeccable after a few years. And of course, the sides being titanium, they won't scratch as easily as my stainless steel sides on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So I'm very excited for this design. Of course, keeping 5G, of course, keeping amazing cameras. I wish Apple would put a Periscope Lens on this iPhone and solves the issues from the 48 megapixel from the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Other than that, dynamic island will be insane also to have, smaller bezels and everything else that has been upgraded on the iPhone 14 Pro Max from iPhone 13 Pro Max. So, what are your thoughts on these leaks and render cats that have been released? These look insane, and I can't wait to see this iPhone 15 Ultra in person. Keep in mind, this is only leaks, this is only rumors, so take this with a huge grain of salt. We are only, let's say, 10 months away from the release of this new iPhone, so keep expectations low. This design has not been yet finalized. Apple has not yet finalized any designs, so keep your expectations low, but your eyes wide open for these new leaks. I expect that this redesign will happen, and so I'm extremely happy. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you like these renders? Do you think they are ugly? Do you think that the iPhone will lose its characteristics? Let me know all of that in the comments down below. And while you're there, what is your favorite color of the iPhone, and which color do you think that Apple will release next? Keep in mind, this year was deep purple and matte black. So let me know in the comments down below which color would you like to see on the iPhone. So while you're there, do not forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Thanks guys, that helps a lot. Turn on the notification bell, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. This has been Tech Summer talking to you here. Bye.